This is my bed. 9:30. Hey there. You're currently watching day 111 and 112 on the Pacific Crest Trail. This was pretty early in the morning, even though it was bright outside. And I decided to make a couple of phone calls and have a few cups of coffee before getting the day started. Eventually, I decided to hop on one of the bikes that Cookies provides, and I took a ride down to the general store in order to do a resupply for this next stretch. Okay. It's 11:42 a.m. I rode the bike to the store, did a resupply for like 5 days. I'm gonna try to hike it in 4 though. And I just feel so winded, like I'm gonna pass out or something. I think I need to get some more food in my body. I think there might be a restaurant, so I might try to get something. Yeah. So I went to the restaurant and ate some food, made another phone call, and then took the bike back to Cookie's place. It was definitely harder riding the bike carrying food. But along the way, I got to see so many people just enjoying their weekend and relaxing on the water, which was pretty beautiful to see. Okay, it's 2:30 p.m. and I ate the burger and came back here. I got my bag almost all set up. I don't feel good. And of course, my first thought was, did they do something to my burger? But then I had to check myself. I was like, girl, you weren't feeling good before you went there, which is why you went there in the first place. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the strawberry store and just try to like rest there. And I'm kind of sad about it because my college roommate and sorority sister lives not too far from here. And we were trying to like messaging each other back and forth to see if she could come and scoop me up. And she just messaged me back. But I told her that I started not feeling so well a few hours ago. And so I should probably just rest. But I just have to remember that everything happens for a reason. Everything happens the way that it's supposed to. Yeah. Maybe this is a good time to finally tell you guys a story. The parable of the Chinese farmer. Hold on. Okay. So finally, after all this time, I'm finally going to tell you guys a story. Long ago, there was a widowed Chinese farmer. The farmer and his only son labored through the cold winds of winter and scorching rays of summer with their last remaining horse. One day, the son didn't lock the gate of the stable properly, and the horse bolted away. When the neighbors learned what happened, they came to the farmer and said, "What a sadness this is! Without your horse, you'll be unable to maintain the farm. What a failure that your son did not lock the gate properly. This is a great tragedy." The farmer replied, "Maybe yes, maybe no." The next day, the missing horse returned to the farmer's stable, bringing along with it 6 wild horses. The farmer's son locked the gate of the stable firmly behind all 7 horses. When the neighbors learned what happened, they came to the farmer and said, "What happiness this brings! With 7 horses, you'll be able to maintain the farm with 3 of them and sell the rest for huge profits. What a blessing!" The farmer replied, "Maybe yes, maybe no." The next day, the farmer's son was breaking in one of the horses. The son got thrown from the horse, fell hard on the rocks, and broke his leg. When the neighbors learned what happened, they came to the farmer and said, "What a great sadness this is. Now you'll be unable to count on your son's help. What a failure to break in the horse properly. What a tragedy." The farmer replied, "Maybe yes, maybe no." The next day, a general from the Imperial Chinese Army arrived to conscript all the young men of the village into the army. Their assignment was to fight on the front lines of the battle against a terrifying enemy of overwhelming force. The farmer's son, because of his broken leg, was not taken. When neighbors learned what happened, they came to the farmer and said, "What a great joy! Your son avoided facing certain death on the front lines of the battle. What a blessing!" The farmer replied, "Maybe yes, maybe no." Yeah, that's the story of the Chinese farmer. And on this website, it just goes on to say that, like, perhaps the story of the Chinese farmer teaches us about a suspension of judgment regarding what actually is tragedy or triumph. Can we really always tell what is fortunate and what is unlucky? Might the wiser course of action be to withhold judgment rather than definitively declare what happens as good or bad? So, I don't feel good right now. Oh, what a tragedy. Maybe yes, maybe no. I'm gonna keep packing. So I made it over to the strawberry store and they were so sweet. I had a bed in the garage next to all the other hikers that were going to be staying there that night. So I wasn't alone and it was kind of cool to be in the garage with the door open, but also have a bed. And there was a cute little bird's nest on top of the garage door opener. And they were so cute and they made so much noise. And when the mom came back, because she kept flying away and then coming back and bringing them food, they would get so loud as soon as she arrived. I was like, y'all wasn't making all that noise a minute ago. But it was pretty cool. And even though I wasn't feeling well, when I arrived at the strawberry store, I was very surprised and happy to see Upgrade. I had no idea that she would be there. And my heart was very happy. And the group that she had been hiking with recently decided to do a little family-style dinner that evening and invited me to join them. And so I did. And they had caught some fish earlier that day. And so we had fish and bread and salad. And I don't even know what else we had. I was a little grossed out by the eyeball still being there, but I still ate it. And that night, I ended up staying up way past my bedtime because we were all in our beds just laughing and talking and having a wonderful time. Okay, so I've been at the strawberry store since yesterday and it's been such a lovely time. And of course, I've been catching up on editing videos and things like that. But I've also tried to make time to socialize and it's been really nice. And I was so excited because, you know, when I was at the other place, I just had this feeling that I was supposed to come over here. And, you know, I wasn't feeling well. And I was like, I could just stay right where I am, you know. But I felt like I should come over here. And then when I got here, Upgrade was here. And Tony Tomato was here. And John Michael was here. And Rainbow was here. And I met a new girl named Raccoon. And so it's just been so nice. So I'm trying not to like get mentally attached, but just to enjoy the time that we will have together. And then if and when it's time for us to go our separate ways, then that's cool too. But as of right now, the plan is for me to hike out with them tomorrow. Yeah. All right. So I just heard that everybody is going across the street to do karaoke, and I've been like editing for the last couple of hours, so I'm gonna be social. It's currently 8:45. I figured I'd stay until 9:30, and then I'm coming back and I'm taking my behind to bed. Okay, so when I arrived, they were trying to figure out what was wrong with the karaoke machine. Apparently from yesterday to today, it stopped working, and so we did not get to do karaoke, but I still stayed and socialized and just sipped on my water and just enjoyed the conversation and left promptly at 9:30. All right, guys, it is 9:39 p.m. and I made it back to the garage, and I'm getting ready to go to bed. For some reason, I felt different. Normally, I'm okay, like being in bars and stuff. Like, it doesn't bother me. But today, I just felt a little different about it. I don't know. I can't articulate it right now, but I don't know. I didn't mention this yesterday, but yesterday I celebrated 3 years of sobriety. So I have so much to be grateful for. And that is one of the top things on my list. Because if I didn't have my sobriety, this person, this is not who you would be seeing right now. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. And getting back on trail tomorrow. Hopefully, I think we're getting a ride at 9. And get this party started again. See you tomorrow.